congratulations to the officers that have been inducted today, and of course to the new members. We started the support to the Lions Club in 2013, and I'm so happy that after my presidency, this club continues to be very active at Pamantasan and Luzon, Pasig. So I wish everyone the best of luck in your journey. For today, I'm going to be discussing access to regarding the United Nations Convention on Human Rights and Sustainable Development. So I need courses.
I'm the operations director of an organization called LFR International.
Some concepts apply to the health and hygiene practices of the environmental foremost to your chairman, Dr. Randy Max Bulakit, Professor Marlon Maglipas, the president of TRAC, Dr. Echel Antero of the First City Provincial College, where I had the privilege of being there in 2009 with Teachers Helping Teachers to deliver an in-service training for the Department of Education, City of San Jose del Monte in Bulacan. And of course, Dr. Shirley Agrupi is the president, University President of the Mariano Marcos State University, which provided the support to this convention. So,
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Spilling the Tea on SAS, where we synergize life and education. Every Monday, it's 8 to 9 p.m. here only at the Education Channel. I'm your host, Mark Lataza. Ngayong gabi, napaka-importante at napakaswerte natin dahil mayroon tayong makakausap ng mga estudyante na nagtapos or nag-graduate sa Skills to Succeed Year High Training Program last Saturday. Okay, this is in partnership with the Education Channel and Edulynx Corporation and Accenture. Tara, kausapin natin sila sa kanilang mga naging experience at anuman ang kanilang mga natutunan sa libreng training na ito. So, welcome no sa ating mga bisita ngayong gabi. Napakaswerte natin no kasi mayroon tayong mga nagagandahang bisita. And Alisa from Cebu and of course Micah from Pasig. So, pabatiin muna natin sila para at least naman makilala niyo sila. Miss Alisa, bati ka muna.
Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Ako ay si Alisa Beatriz Ratilla, isang estudyante ng BS Nutrition and Dietetics from the University of San Carlos.
Okay, so batiin mo naman sila in Bisaya, Miss Alisa.
Mayang gabi sa kanyang tanan at saka yung mga igsuon at kaibigan sa Cebu City.
Ayun, mayang gabi Isab, Alisa, no? Or good evening sa ating mga kababayan dyan sa Cebu. So, Miss Micah, bati ka rin muna at pakilala sa ating mga nanonood ngayong gabi.
Magandang gabi sa lahat, para sa mga kababayan sa Pasig, yung mga tao dyan sa Pasig. Siyempre, taga-Pasig ako. And then, siyempre, for the international viewers, good evening everyone. Ayun. I'm Micah Jiwong from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig. Currently, 4th year college in Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig. And BSA ang tinitake ko, Bachelor of Science in Accountancy.
Okay, ayun no. So ang ating bisita ngayon from Cebu, University of San Carlos, Cebu, and from Pamantasan ng lungsod ng Pasig. Okay, of course in Pasig City. And of course yours truly no, kahit sa man sa sulok ng mundo ako'y sulok ng Pilipinas ay nanggaling. Ako po originally from Mindanao, nag-aral sa Cebu at ngayon nagtatrabaho po dito sa Manila. Okay, from Pasig. Okay, so we are the same school with Miss Micah. So, bakit po natin naimbitahan itong ating mga estudyante, no? Kung narinig ninyo, sila po ay 4th year students. So, tanungin nga natin sila kung ano yung kanilang naging experience, no, during, kasi sila yung first batch ng K-12. So, magandang pakinggan muna natin sila, no, kung ano yung naging experience nila during the face-to-face and then nagkaroon tayo ng online class. So, Miss Alisa, pwede mo bang ikwento sa amin kung ano yung naging experience mo during the face-to-face and right now we are in the online classes?
Okay, sure, Professor Lataza. For the face-to-face classes, it is also fun and interactive because I get to see my friends and yet like we get an in-depth discussion with this lectures provided by the teacher. And I know that this is effective for some students, but it could be tiring because we have to walk or commute from home to school, or sometimes you have to ride, or especially if it's too far. But for the online classes, I find online classes fun and convenient because it is done in the comforts of my home and I can attend them anywhere. At the same time, I can also work at my own pace. On the other hand, nakalisod na siya because of the poor internet connection and our signal. Sometimes we could not be able to attend due to the technical difficulties we are also experiencing in our own homes.
Okay. Since you are your course is dialectics, correct me if I'm wrong.
Nutrition and dietetics po.
Dietetics, nutrition. So, how do you find this face-to-face and online class? What is your preferable in that in terms of your program? The online class or the face-to-face classes?
In my case, it would be a balance of face-to-face and online classes. But when it comes to wanting to interact with my classes and friends, since I miss them, I would prefer face-to-face. And for the labs, I can also do it face-to-face. So I can have my professors and friends check if my work is good and I am able to do it well. But for the lectures, I would prefer them online since I could just screenshot, and then sometimes there could be teachers that could talk fast during face-to-face discussions, so I may not be able to catch up. Lectures during online classes are more effective because you can just, like, you see a discussion from the PowerPoint they're displaying online, and then you can just screenshot. Then you can have notes from your own computer.
Yeah, thank you very
So
much.
it's a mix.
Yeah, thank you very much, Miss Alisa. No, well, we can say no na talagang mayroon din advantage and disadvantage during the face-to-face and during the online. Of course, you mentioned no the face-to-face ay may pamasahe, pupunta ka ng school, papasok ka physically. But during the uh, virtual or online, you are in the at home only, you know, no need to go out. Okay, but the problem is the internet connection. Not like in the face-to-face, no, na pag nasa classroom ka, hindi pwedeng mawala yung internet connection ng teacher. Mas mahirap yun kung mag-abrupt yung teacher sa loob ng classroom na face-to-face, no. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya prepared pag pumasok. Not like pag sa online, pag hindi siya prepared, madaling matago yun, di ba? Kasi pwedeng sabihin, okay, you can do this activity, okay, lusot na siya doon. So, I'm just kidding, no? And Miss Micah, ikaw naman, no? What are your experiences, no? During the face-to-face and during these online classes?
So, this online class, syempre, new experience yon as a student. But, knowing that my course is BSA, convenient din para sa amin kasi hindi naman namin kailangan ng lab. So, we just have to study with papers, yung yellow paper most of the time na ginagamit namin. So, nakakapag-adjust kagad kami. Kasi we just have to listen sa sinasabi ng teachers namin and just do our task. Submit our output sa G-Classroom. To be honest, mas okay pa saan, mas approve ko pa, mas bet ko yung online class rather than face-to-face. Kasi nabawasan yung transportation expenses. Kasi ibabayad mo sa pamasahe, especially yung malalayo yung mga pinanggagalingan, syempre, binabayad na lang sa wifi, sa bills dun sa wifi. So, it's much better for us. Also, it is a good experience for me because nakitaan ko ng pagiging considerate and napakaganda ng treatment sa amin ng mga teachers from PLP because they would allow extension if necessary. Also, yung bukod pa lang, they would say na if mahina internet connection, pwedeng mag-excuse sa muna for class na parang flexible talaga sila. They would allow everything as long as they could help as a teacher. And of course, yung cooperation between the students is very good, especially ito yung transition from face-to-face to online. So, yung mga kaklase namin, tinutulungan ng bawat isa na kung may mga announcements na left behind by one student na naging absent or wasn't able because of the poor internet connection, then ni-inform. Hindi naman hinahayaan lang. So, it's very great. Cooperation and good teacher is the key to success nga sa online class. So, yun po.
So, ano ito, no? There is a transition talaga, no? Kasi during the face-to-face, nung tayo nagkaroon ng online class, parang sabi natin maganda pa rin yung face-to-face kasi we interact with our classmates, we interact with our teachers, but parang for almost, for almost a year, okay, yung ating, what you call this, or for almost 2 years na, almost 2 years na, next year, no? Parang nasanay na rin tayo. And baka sooner or later, kung magkakaroon na tayo ng face-to-face, baka magiging comparison na naman natin. Naku, sana mag-online na lang, no? Kasi parang ganito, ang hirap ng pumasok. Nasanay na ako na sa bahay. Sanay na ako hindi umalis. Nasanay na ako hindi namamasahe. But anyway, those are all of that as adjustment. Kasi nga, nasanay tayo for how many years na nagkaroon ng face-to-face. Here comes biglaan, walang plano. Siyempre, sino ba magpaplano pa na magkakaroon ng virtual? Hindi nga tayo ready lahat. But of course, the challenge here is that whatever the phase of the education will be face-to-face or online, we need to be, of course, prepared always. Kasi we don't know what will be the next, okay? It will be hybrid. So, it's lucky for you guys, no, if you have the graduation physical, no, face-to-face, okay? And we are hoping for that, of course, no? Sino ba naman ang ayaw na magkaroon ng graduation na nagmamarcha ka talaga? Kasi parang ang hirap na we have the graduation online. Well, it's safer. But right now, ang cases natin medyo mas mababa na. So we are hoping no, na mas masaya na ang Pasko, mas masaya na yung graduation next year. So may tanong ko no, Alisa, what are your expectations since you are now graduating? As a graduating students, what are your expectation for how many months na lang? Okay, ano yung mga parang makikita mo na may liwanag na ba sa dulo ng tunnel, Alisa?
My expectations as a graduating student is that the last months of senior year will be fun yet challenging, but not too challenging to the point that it will make students overwhelmed, because if they are overwhelmed, their health could be affected, especially their mental health, and this could lead to burnout. So my expectations is that it will be smooth, it will be yet a challenging one, but not too much of workload, just enough lang to give way for fun, for leisure time, and other important or personal priorities.
Okay.
And also, I will be graduating in June 2022. So, when 2022 comes, I think there's a lot to expect. So, we have not, we, so it's not only limited to passing the requirements, but also to learn from what we are doing. Otherwise, we are going to school just for getting our grades, and it may not be a good idea since we're passing college and we need to have everything that we need, not just the grades, but also the learnings, which could be useful in our professional lives and our lives after college.
Yeah, you're right, no? So there are many challenges no for almost 6 months na lang no before the graduation, and this is the most challenging year of your entire college no, because you are studying for almost 12 years already or more than that. Okay, because you are the first batch of K-12, and of course the challenge here is that how will you face the future, how will you face the your after the graduation. Okay. What about you, Micah? No, what are your insights, or what are your challenges, or what are your expectation during this few months, no, para before the graduation?
Of course, as a graduating student, it's kind of more of feeling of pressure, excitement, syempre nervous kasi in our batch, we experienced K to 12 and now transition from face-to-face to online class. So, it's like ang daming kinakaharap ng batch ko na pagbabago sa education. So now, it's like a challenge for us as a graduating student if we could justify na we are eligible applicants in the company, because they might say that we are from online classes, so hindi maganda mabibigay na yung performance because hindi kami nag-on hands, ganyan. But then, syempre, graduating student kami, dapat kailangan rin namin ipakita na meron kami ng skills, knowledge na kailangan namin para maging maayos na applicant soon sa companies, and dapat hindi kami papababa sa mga expectations nila because yun lang yung natanggap namin, because that's still the same. It's just a different method of learning but still the same knowledge to have. Yeah.
Thank you, Micah, no? So, since you are graduating, okay, graduating, di ba? Ang gandang pakinggan. Nung ako'y college, yan lang inaabang-abangan ko, yung graduation. Pero nung ako'y nagtrabaho na at hanggang ngayon, parang sabi ko, parang ang bilis na ng panahon. Dati nung nag-aaral ako, parang ang bagal ng panahon. Kailan kaya ako gagraduate? Ngayon na nagtatrabaho na ako, parang sabi ko, parang ang bilis na ng panahon, ano? Mabilis na siguro dahil marami ng responsibilidad, no? Like for example, every 15 and 30 may mga bayarin na. Not like pag estudyante ka, wala kang bayarin masyado, wala kang concern sa bahay, kuryente, tubig. Pero pag nagtatrabaho ka na at lahat ng expenses mo in your own na, ikaw na nagbabayad, para masasabi mo napakabilis ng panahon. Gusto mo nang mag-15 at saka mag-30 para mabayaran mo na yung bills kasi nandiyan na si Judith, no? Si Judith nandiyan na. So anyway, so ngayon, since you are preparing for your graduation, okay? I would like to ask, no, since you are the first batch of graduate of S2S or Skills to Succeed Near Hire Academy Training Program, okay, last Saturday, okay, you are there and congratulations, no, for being part of that virtual, no, since virtual, we are already virtual graduation. So, how come or paano nyo na-receive yung invitation and ano yung naging challenge ninyo and naging experience ninyo during that modular training na naibigay sa inyo, Miss Alisa?
For me, I kind of received the invitation when I was scrolling up from my university email, and then it came from my chairman, wherein she forwarded this letter coming from the school dean, and then I took some time to read about it, and then I couldn't really say no to it because it would be beneficial for me in the future, because with the word career assistance program, it could be a good opportunity to say yes because they can help you with the careers, especially if they are partnered with business companies. And with the Skills to Succeed Academy, I actually said yes because I know that whatever will be provided from the program will be useful to me in the future. And I grabbed the opportunity because it's online, and then considering that it is online, I know that I can do it at my own pace and at my own preferred time. So my struggle for this is that I have to make sure that I am connected with the internet at all times, because for some reason the internet keeps on going off. I kept being disconnected, so that is the reason why I get disconnected from Zoom multiple times, which happened once in modules 19 to 26. But my overall experience for the Skills to Succeed Academy is really fun. It's really challenging yet interactive.
Yeah, that's good to hear that, no, Alisa, no? What about you, Miss Micah? What are your experiences, your challenge encountered during the module, okay, of S2S Near Academy Training Program?
So first, I was invited through email by, of course, Professor Lataza. And then when I knew about the benefits I would have, then of course, I'd like to accept it. And I even invited all of my friends to join kasi gusto kong i-share yung blessings and experience to have it. Then after that, the challenges, I guess, of course, same with Miss Alisa, internet connection. But I just sometimes have it because I'm just living alone. So, minsan lang din nagkakaroon ng internet, ng slow connection. But then, yun yung madalas kong iniisip na what if biglang ma-disconnect, ganon. And another one's that we have a long day. Siyempre, Monday to Thursday yung classes. And then Friday to Saturday will be the time for like making the homeworks, ganon. And then family day on Sunday. So, kung nakuha yung Saturday namin, parang naisip ko how to give time for it, especially morning or afternoon schedule na bibigay. Like, compromise mo talaga yon. Time management skills is bibigay doon. So, those are the challenges for me. But overall, it was a great experience kasi I learned a lot. I built my confidence because of it. I knew how to make a proper resume and then how to answer job interview questions properly, be professional, formal in front of the interviewer, and be a good candidate in the future. So, yun po.
Yes, Miss Alisa, can you add something on that?
Okay, sure. So technically, I have my internship, which is from Changhua Hospital from Monday to Saturday, and as you can see or know, most of them are synchronous classes. So I really have to juggle, and I attended the modules meeting through my phone, and then my phone keeps going on and off due to the connection. So yeah, especially if there's like classes during Saturday afternoon, I have to like compromise and make sure that I am attending both the online class from Changhua and the Skills to Succeed Academy. Then yeah, a lot of things really happen if you're actually doing internship in a hospital, and that is for me. So not only synchronous but also asynchronous. So for the asynchronous activities, you have to pass it within the day. So if it's in the afternoon, you have to pass it by 4 p.m., 5 p.m., or else there will be consequences. And then for the Skills to Succeed Academy, it has taught me a lot of skills like how to write a proper resume, how I can talk to the interviewers as well as other people appropriately, choosing my words properly, and considering the tone of my voice. And it also taught me a lot of skills like the importance of lifelong learning, bakit importante naman ang emotional management, problem solving, not only in the professional setting but also in our personal lives. And Skills to Succeed Academy is useful because this is not only teaching us professionally, but it can also help us in improving ourselves in our personal lives, particularly for our mental health, emotional health, and also it can improve a person's critical thinking skills. And this could be applied as well in our preferred courses. So, for example, I am from nutrition and dietetics, and in the hospital dietetics, it requires like a lot of critical thinking, most especially in the clinical phase. So we have to consider, we have to analyze, we have to understand the situation, and with Skills to Succeed, it can be, it's more like a suggestion. So meaning to say it's up to you if you want to apply the concepts or not. So yeah, Skills to Succeed is a good references if you want to improve a lot of skills such as writing a resume, proper interview for the job, and it also gives information on the do's and don'ts in the workplace, and this can be useful in our personal lives.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
yeah, that's correct, no. During the face-to-face, no, since you are graduating, actually the program of the school always before you graduate, you need to attend series of seminars, how to make a resume, how to answer a mock interview, so on and so forth. No, that's what I'm doing, no, every year actually. But since it's already online, so I'm also happy, no, that there is the Skills to Succeed Near High Training Program. But the difference from before is that you are doing this on 1 day session only. Okay, no module type. Okay, but because of this online class, we have this type of module and then episode or modules because we cannot do it, okay, in 1 day. Actually, we cannot do it in 1 day. And what I appreciate in this S2S, no, because it is free. First and foremost, all you have to do is to manage your time. If you want to learn something, then don't cheat. Meaning, attend the modules, listen to the modules, and then evaluate yourself if you understand the module. Because if you are just there, some of the students, na interview natin, no, nung una talagang habol nila is certificate lang. But later on, no, they realize that it's more than a certificate. Yeah, of course, we are looking for certificates, but the target of S2S is not only for the certificate because we can give certificate. Okay, the problem there is you if you learn something about that. Okay, because in the program, okay, it's all there. You know what? You are lucky enough kasi before when I'm still in college, walang ganyan. Bahala ka sa buhay mo, pag-graduate mo, bahala ka maghanap ng trabaho mo na ano, paano mag-interview, nasa iyo na yun. Okay, but later on, nung ako'y nagtatrabaho na sa school, iba-ibang school ang pinanggalingan ko, I learned a lot because of that. Kasi ako nga yung isa sa mga nag-i-invite ng mga speakers, Before, may bayad pa yung speakers, no? Pag kumukuha ka ng speakers, may bayad pa. Okay, but for now, this is free. So, what I'm trying to say here is that, I'm happy no that you took the challenge. At the same time, you manage your, you graduate in the program because you want it, okay, not because you are forced to it. So additional siguro no, Miss Alisa or Miss Maika no muna. Um, ano yung ano mo, yung parang naging experience talaga na masasabi mo during that session? Same ba sa nabanggit ko na if you attend just because yung una kasi maraming umattend pero after the next module parang nawala na kasi daw pag narinig nila yung term na module, ang dami ko na nga module ginagawa, idadagdag pa tong module na yun. So how do you find the term module there? Pag sinabing module, ganun ba? Same ba yung treatment ng module sa school or in the training or totally different, Miss Maika?
Nung simula, marami rin nagsabi na umattend kasi maganda may certificate galing daw sa Accenture. So, syempre, iniisip namin, maganda opportunity nga yan. Pero nung nabasa na for the next email na 36 modules at ang nabasa namin at nung unang email, syempre, nagulat din kami na ganun karami iti-take naming modules just to have a certificate. And I thought it was only one certificate na in the end of completing 36 modules. But then, nung pinag-isip-isip din namin, and especially ako, choice ko naman yun, na sabi ko, since I'm a graduating student, kailangan ko rin mag-invest. Hindi lang na kailangan ko lang mag-aral nandun sa accounting subjects ko, but I also have to learn new things na makakatulong sa career ko and also in getting a job. Kaya I took it, and of course, yung module, akala naman namin is, syempre, virtual yun. So, we would search a link kung saan nakaano yung module and then we would answer it. But then, to my surprise, hindi naman important yung answer it like isa-isa. Kasi in the succeeding meeting, ginawa na lang na kung ano yung na-attend mo, yun yung masasagutan mong module. It's up to you if you would like to access more sa website nila. So, kumbaga, kung nakikinig na naman sa meeting, it's alright. You would accomplish the module specific dun sa schedule na yun. And then, kung gusto mo pang matuto ng even more, pwede ka na mag-voluntary to click the modules in the website. So, ang ganda nun kasi ikaw na mismo yung may gustong matuto kung anong gusto mong malaman, and at the same time, binibigay na lang sa'yo. Parang spoon feeding na nga knowledge Bukod it's free, napaka-accessible, convenient pa kasi student-friendly rin yung website nila. And maganda rin kasi nasi-shortcut nila sa summaries nila into one. Yung gusto nilang ibigay na knowledge sa mga students like us. Yeah.
Okay, so at first, I didn't know what was I gonna be expecting with the modules. And after the discussion, I took note of the important concepts. So as soon as I got into the website, I can see that there are really like a lot of skills to learn. And then just by learning or going through one of them, it's really like, it's very informative. It's very useful. So every time I encounter some new information, I always take note of it. If not, then I can also do screenshot or take a photo so that I can always bring it with me on the go or have a copy of these notes, because the modules in the website itself are informative, and some of them have an activity pack at the end, which means that we can download them, and then I paste all of these downloaded files from the site to my folder career guides so that I can look back on each activities and apply to one of them. I may not have the time to answer them because I have to pay attention and focus on my internship, since stuff like this can wait, and I can also like balance my time. And aside from time management being important, prioritizing our health is also necessary, because we need to take some time off the screen, because if we're gonna spend too much time on the screen, we might strain our eyes. But then the modules, the good thing about those modules, even though it could be spoon feeding at times, it also requires like critical thinking skills when responding to multiple choices, when seeing certain people being interviewed by job interviewers, wherein the tone and content have to be considered. Also, another good thing is that you can go back to it whenever you want, as well as the quiz, like you can take it as many times as you want. So the website, I'm sure you can have access to it forever as long as you registered firsthand, and you can go to the modules in any order and whenever you want in your preferred time.
Yeah, nice to hear that, no? Kasi ang expectation talaga, no, nung una, yung mga na-interview ko rin noon, no, is yun nga, ang dami palang modules. Tama yan, Miss Maika, no, 36 modules. Pero yung na-take up ninyo is until 26 lang because the 27 to 36 is already advanced module. Those who are graduate of the S2S Year Academy program can only access those 27 to 36 modules. So, kung kayo yung batch na yon, if you are willing to access it, then you have the chance on January, no, to have the first batch to access it. Meaning, you are the only one because that is already professional development. Okay? The first module from 1 to 26 is the basic requirements for how to find a job or to have to make a resume and knowing about yourself. But the rest, no, the 27 rather to 36, it's more on the professional development. So, kumbaga, ito na yun ang level up na yun. And if you are willing to take that by next year, we will invite you for that, no? Kasi you are the one qualified for that. Kasi hindi naman sila pwedeng yung mga first timer magto 26 na 27, hindi nila masusundan yon since kailangan nilang madaanan yun kung ano yung pinagsimulan nila. Okay? That is why I'm happy, no, kahit papano that you graduate in this program because you mismo or you yourself mismo experience kung ano ba talaga yung program all about. It's not about kasi just first and foremost free. Okay? And those modules from Accenture is free. At the same time, ang content niya talaga ay talagang pang talaga experience talaga na para pag once na you encounter this resume writing, mock interview, alam mo na yung gagawin mo. May mga hint na, may binigay na sa iyo na guidelines na hindi ko to gagawin. Ito yung mga do's and don'ts. Okay? That is why marami ang nag-expect, no, na isang beses lang. And of course, kahit kayo siguro makakapag-testify, no, na kung isang beses lang parang hindi nag-absorb yun eh. Kulang. Okay? That is why hanggang 26 siya. Medyo mahaba siya kasi nga kung makita niyo yung module, dinidetalye kasi kung ano yung gagawin mo face to face. Okay, face by face, hindi not face to face talaga na harap-harapan na. Face by face, so meaning may step 1 ka, step 2, kaya module ang tawag doon kasi nga it's only 30 or 20 minutes lang, hindi talaga siya yung entire one day. Pero actually, kung sa training talaga, honestly, 5 days lang yon supposed to be. Kung talagang diligent ka na attenan yon, that is only 5 days. Pero 8 to 5 ka a-attend. And because you are a student and you have lots of concerns, so we do it every Saturday. 'Di ba kung mapapansin, 2 hours lang. And we cut only, no, hindi na kailangan yung entire program na 30 minutes i-discuss kasi nga the highlights only, and you can check naman the website if you want to go through to the entire 45 minutes of the lecture or 45 minutes of the module. So, yun ang nakaganda doon because meron kang summary and meron kang full detail na pwede mong puntahan o balikan. So, that's right now, may marami tayong mga concern, but of course, these concerns ay mayroong time management nga, ika nga sinasabi ni Maika at saka ni Alisa, no? So, for now, siguro, ano yung pwede, o marerecommend nyo ba itong program na to sa ating mga nakikinig, no? Kasi yung mga classmate natin, lalo si Maika, no, yung mga classmate niya, marami-rami yan. Actually, the first batch na in-invite ko talaga is PLP and there are lots of them. But of course, alam ko naman na expected naman na after one session, hindi na papalik. And that is why, Ano yung, ito ba, you can recommend it to your friends or your loved ones, classmates, or any person na nakikinig ngayon? Miss Maika?
Well, of course, i-recommend ko ito because una-una, free siya. Wala kang gagastusin. You just have to give time para matuto. And of course, kung gusto mo talagang matuto, kailangan mag-effort ka rin. And wala ka na ibibigay na pera dito. You just have to, kahit phone lang, hindi naman kailangan require laptop or anything, tablet. Yung binibigay sa passing na tablet, you can use it, syempre. Kumbaga, internet connection na lang ang i-invest mo doon. Time, internet connection, para doon. So, napaka-affordable and convenient for us. Also, yung modules nila, it would take like 1 to 5 modules in a day. So, marami ka nang matututunan in just one day. Imagine if matapos mo yon, then natapos mo na natuto ka na rin sa school mo, tapos natuto ka pa ng another learning sa program na tinake mo. So, mas magiging ready ka na once you graduated and mas may idea ka na how to be a professional someday. So, I would recommend this to my friends, classmates, even my family, yung mga kapatid ko. Syempre, sasabihan ko sila dahil ako na-experience ko na yung magandang natutunan ko dito. So, I would like to share it to everyone.
Thank you, Miss Maika. No? What about you, Miss Alisa?
I would love to recommend this to my friends and family because it is interesting, it is fun, and not only will they help them through their to their professional lives, but also to their personal lives because this can improve their thinking skills. This can also teach them to do things appropriately before interview and before being in the workplace. This can teach them a lot of skills, how to handle people, how to handle oneself, and how to think for ourselves. So more like, I will really recommend Skills to Succeed Academy for other students in the University of San Carlos, whether they are current students or alumni, because this can also improve their skills, especially those who have or are currently working.
Thank you, Miss Alisa. No? Actually, this is not only for graduating students, okay? So to all listeners, no, this is not only for graduating students. Some of our participants are first-year students and they appreciate it. Why? It's very important that you are still first year and you are learning a lot of things like this because hindi naman natin makailan, no, na minsan naghahanap tayo ng mga part-time job. And lalo na dun sa mga ibang mag-OJT next school year, di ba? Usually, before you enter an OJT, you need the same procedure just like an applying the company. So, actually, that's why we put the S2S Near Academy program ngayong semester na to para if you are applying for your OJT in the next school years, dun sa mga nakikinig na nanonood ngayon na mag-OJT, you are already prepared how to answer the interview of the company, how to submit a resume. Hindi lang yung resume na basta ang gusto ko lang ipasa, ganito, ganun lang. Actually, in the S2S Near Academy program, malalaman mo kung ano yung requirements sa mga company. Which is dati, nabanggit ko kanina, hindi ko nga alam yon. Pabibo pa ako dati, no, just to share some of my experience. Marami akong in-applyan, no? To tell you honestly, no, itong nakaka-challenge sa part ko. Hindi ako nahiyang banggitin ito, pero marami akong in-applyan around Ortigas, no. Actually, ang dami kong resume na bit-bit. Kasi face-to-face pa dati, wala pa tong mga email na to, wala pa tong online interview. And you know what? Sa lahat ng in-applyan ko, hindi ako natanggap. Bakit? Late ko lang na-realize nung ako'y nagkakaroon na nitong mga training na to, okay, na sa resume pa lang, pwede ka nang bumagsak. Okay? Doon pa lang sa pagpasa mo pa lang ng resume, pwede ka nang bumagsak. Pabibo ako. Siyempre, magpapasa ko resume, 5 pages. Ang ina-applyan mo is a company, example, call center company. Hindi naman kailangan yung lahat ng experience mo kasi hindi naman yun ang required for that company. So, doon ko na-realize na kung ano lang yung requirement nila, yun na ilalagay ko sa resume. 1 to 2 lang pala ang kailangan na pages. So in short, may mga requirements ang company na kung school siguro ang in-applyan ko, ayun, tatanggapin yung 5 pages because the school is need a curriculum vitae rather than resume lang. Kasi kailangan nila malaman kung bakit ka qualified for the school. Kaya nga siguro sa school talaga ako napunta, no? Kasi pang school pala yung mga curriculum vitae na pinapasa ko sa kanila. And talagang nadidismaya na ako, no? Kasi sabi ko, bakit hindi ako nila tinatanggap? Graduate naman ako. Mayroon naman akong diploma, so on and so forth. Yun pala, hindi pala yun ang requirements ng company ang aking, kumbaga, hindi ako prepared for that because I don't have this S2S Near Academy program before. And that is why I'm eager to share it with the students. Okay, bakit? Kasi once you graduate, ito yung baon mo eh. Okay? Ito yung magiging, kumbaga, pag pumasok ka sa giyera, ready ka. Alam mo yung enemy mo, alam mo kung anong dapat mong gawin at strategy mo. Hindi lang ito pang diploma lang na pag may diploma ka na, actually, matatanggap ka kagad sa trabaho. It's very difficult, no? So, Alisa, you are saying something to add more?
I would like to say a short one with recommending the S2S Academy. So the S2S Academy program, specifically the website and its modules, even helps us in improving and polishing our skills, both written and orally. And there, like what I mentioned earlier about the activity packs that could be downloaded in our computer or devices, it could be a template or a guiding source for us in which it could help us make our resumes more presentable and understandable to the employers. And it can also help and guide us in making resumes or files wherein it could be understandable by everyone else. So just start with one person. If the person is unable to understand your resume, it is time to polish or make any revisions. Because once it is okay with one person, it is the same thing with everybody else. So that is the reason why S2S Academy is beneficial not only for the professional case, but it can be applied in our personal lives and it can help in improving our skills, wherein we can apply and use them for the rest of our lives. And we do not limit it to our professional lives, but also in our personal lives as well.
Okay, so thank you, Miss Alisa. No? Miss Micah, do you want to add something?
Well, tama yun na yung S2S Academy, ini-improve niya yung personality and also the skills of a person. It's not just for the students, pero may mga tao kasing not into taking college but would like to be just in high school and then work na. It's alright na you take the program because matututunan mo na rin in just an easier way. Kasi hindi naman lang open like Sir Latasa said, hindi lang ito for graduating, but also hindi lang din for college, but also for any students, any kind. It's open for everyone who wants to learn. Kasi matututo ka nga tama, written and orally, and also hindi lang yung hindi lang yung knowledge mo, hindi lang yung performance, but also yung personality mo. Magiging maayos kang tao, formal ka, professional, kasi pinakita nga doon yung difference ng approach kapag nasa interviewer ka. Like, kapag pasiga-siga ka or naka-iba yung seating position mo, iba rin yung tingin sa'yo. So, in that way, sa program na ito sa amin, kung paano mag-approach na maayos, kahit hindi ka man nakapagtapos, is you can be eligible to apply for jobs with use of this program.
Okay, so thank you very much, Miss Micah and Miss Alisa. So, for the interest of time, no, so can you give siguro a message to our listeners or viewers this evening, no? Miss Alisa, pwede ka bang magbigay ng iyong mensahe, okay, to our listeners and viewers?
My message to everyone is that if there is an opportunity, grab it, because you will never know what you have, what is there, until it doesn't exist anymore. Because in reality, opportunities come and go. And at the same time, we will never know when the exact same opportunity comes. For some reasons, it may come in the future, but for other reasons, it will not come back anymore. So as opportunities are being provided, grab it whenever you can, and take advantages of the several opportunities that are being thrown to you as you continue with the course of your life.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Alisa. No? What about you, Miss Micah? Message to our listeners and
So,
viewers.
to everyone, I'd like to say na you should assess your skills and hobbies, interests, because whatever you have now can be useful in your resume and also in preparing for a job. Also, take every opportunity that you can in learning so that you can have a lot of things to say, be proud and confident in front of everyone, especially in the industry. And of course, to my fellow friends, students, everyone, I'd like to share that in this point in time, we should see this as a challenge and to be the best of ourselves. Hindi dapat tayo magpapa-down or pessimistic sa nangyayari ngayon sa mundo dahil it allows us to be better. We should remain considerate and understanding to each and everyone. Help natin yung mga klase natin, and let's avoid misunderstanding so there would be no fight again. May mga ganun talaga nangyari, especially online classes. Everyone would like to be competitive. But be cooperative and helping, and also share knowledge, share the program that is free and convenient for everyone. Ayun. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Alisa, do you want to add more?
Okay, so same words with Micah. Take every opportunity that is provided to you and use it to your advantage, not only to improve yourself, but also to help others and serve other people as well. So if the program or opportunity is free, go and grab it and use, and not only in materialistic things, but also in seminars, webinars, modules, etc. We use them to learn more and learn as much as you can, because learning does not stop after college, but as we grow and progress with our own lives, we learn so that we feed information on our brain, because if we stop learning, we will experience like negative consequences on ourselves. And then also learn as much as you can, because it can also benefit your health, especially in the mental aspect, because you are adding more words to your vocabulary and you are making yourself feel better just by learning something. So to my friends, family, and students, and everybody else, do not be afraid to learn. Just like I mentioned earlier, grab every learning opportunity. Grab as many opportunities as you can, because it is really rare for the exact same opportunity to come again in the future. And for most opportunities, they do not come back anymore. So grab it as you can. And then to me and to everybody else as well, learning is also good. And by learning, you can also help in serving the people, serving the country, helping others, and even a small act of kindness is already enough to make a positive impact, not only within ourselves, but also within the community and with the society. And also, the S2S Academy, you don't go there just for the sake of completing modules, but you enjoy it and you learn from it, because it can teach a lot of information that could be useful in acing your job preparation skills as well as interviewing skills. And by understanding the information from those modules and from what you learn, it can help in improving your health, especially mentally, and it can make you smarter as well.
Okay, so thank you very much, no, Miss Alisa Beatriz Ratilla and Miss Micah Wong. So, ayun po, no, narinig po natin ang ating pong dalawang guests ngayong gabi, no. So, sana po may napulutan po kayo ng aral sa kanila pong mga sinasabi sa atin, kasi that is the first-hand experience, meaning sila po talagang naka-experience niyan and talagang galing po sila doon sa mga bagay-bagay na yon, na lalo na dito sa ating mga training na free training. So, maybe next time na magsimula tayo ng training ulit sa S2S, grab the opportunity, no? Don't worry, we will send you the invitation. So, kung makaka-receive kayo for the next batch, just share it to your classmates, okay, so that they will know also the good news na sinasabi ninyo, or yung mga magandang experience ninyo. It's not only just for the certificate but also for the learning. So for now, no, you can share it to your friends or loved ones, okay, to your schoolmates or classmates. Share the good news or share the experience that you have. Okay? So for now, for the interest of time, magpapaalam muna tayo. And yeah, we can share it to our other friends, okay, as long as that is the language naman is English, no, in the module, so they can understand the language of English. So don't worry, it's an English language. So you can share it to your friends, non-Filipino friends from other parts of the world. You can share it, no problem with that. And of course, before I end, no, this program, so thank you very much for the two of you, no, and always remember, guys, no, before we end, think what is right, but do what is just. So anyway, I'm Mark Lataza, and keep tuning every Monday, spilling the tea on SAS, where we synergize life and education. Thank you very much. Good night and God bless.